My best friend gathered a move out crew within a day and was fully moved out within 5 hours. She stopped making excuses. Hello, beautiful humans! I'm Katie. Welcome to my channel where together we create a worthwhile lifestyle for you, by you. Let's be honest. Are you making excuses for your relationship? Let's find out. Do you use time as an excuse for your relationship? The longer you date, the more time you invest in someone, and the more pressure you feel to stay with them. But I will tell you, no matter how long you've been with someone, does not determine if you have to stay with them or even that you should stay with them. I dated my high school sweetheart for 5 years. Yes, 5 freaking years. And I was so fearful of starting over with someone else because our relationship was all I knew. I used the length of our relationship as an excuse to why I shouldn't move on. On the other hand, we also live in a society that gives us timelines. The longer we are with someone, the more pressure we feel to stay with them because that allows us to follow the timeline to marriage and children. Which I guess it kind of makes sense, but not really at all, because if we're not happy in a relationship, we shouldn't stay with them just to please the societal standards of getting married and having children. Next, you tell yourself you can't see yourself with anyone else, so you may as well stay with them. I get it. I totally get it. When you develop a relationship with someone, it is totally valid that you can't see yourself with someone else. I've been in 3 serious relationships, and after each of them, I didn't think I would be able to find someone else. But yet, each time I did. Do you keep telling yourself that they will change? We have to remember we can't change someone. Ask yourself, what do they need to change? Is it really possible for them to change that? Have they changed? Heck, do they even want to change? Probably not. Remember, actions speak a lot louder than words. Boom! You keep telling yourself it's not that bad. Now, this is an excuse if I've ever heard one. If you have to say it's not that bad, it probably is actually that bad. I didn't think it was that bad he never came around my family. I didn't think it was that bad his mom hated me. I didn't think it was that bad I was never a priority. Like, yes, it is that bad. Maybe you don't want to lose their friends or their family. Unfortunately, when you create an inner circle with your significant other, oftentimes we have to pick and choose sides. We have to be realistic though, because if your boyfriend introduced you to his friends that were his friends first, you have to respect that they're going to stay his friends, just like how his family will stay his family. You're going to have to remove yourself for a time being. But that doesn't mean it has to be permanent. My high school boyfriend and his friends are my friends again within the recent years. I also have friends I lost, and they will stay lost because they sucked, and I don't need them in my life anyways. Amen. Maybe you're scared to be alone. Literally, everyone is. As humans, by nature, we do not want to be alone. So of course it's unnatural and uncomfortable. But what we don't discuss is the importance of being able to be alone and the strength and courage you develop when you are alone. You keep saying over and over again, but I love them. Of course you love them. It's okay to love them and them not be right for you. I loved both my ex-boyfriends, and I loved them for a long time after being apart. But the love wasn't enough to maintain a healthy relationship. You need more than just love. You need effort, compassion, support, and like a million other things. Love isn't the end-all, be-all. Maybe you've planned a life together and you don't like changing plans. When you plan on marrying someone, you live together and have your children's names picked out, you truly believe this is the path for you. But don't fool yourself and plan too much in the future. We have to start where we are now to get where we want to be. Maybe you live together. Living together is not permanent and you still have options. Just because you live together doesn't mean you're happy, and it certainly doesn't mean this is the person you have to be with forever. Don't talk yourself out of doing what's best for you just because the situation is hard to leave. You can do it. My best friend a month ago or so gathered a move out crew within a day and was fully moved out within 5 hours. Thankfully, her boyfriend was on his 7th trip of the year without her. As you can see, this might be why she moved out. If she can do it, so can you. Lastly, maybe you have a sense of guilt. It never feels good to leave someone, and it never feels good to be left. It's normal to be concerned about the other person, but in these situations, we have to do what's best for ourselves. I'm not saying this is easy because it's really freaking hard. But when you put yourself first, you take your power back, and that's what matters. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, is that there are a million different excuses you can make, and that I have made. What kind of excuses have you made or are currently making? Share in the comments below so we can relate and support one another. There is also a PDF download linked in the description below that will help you decide if you're making excuses for your relationship. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. If it was relatable or helpful, remember you're not alone and you're so worthy of creating a better life for yourself. Together, we will define our self-worth, choose self-love, and practice self-care. Peace.